Hey, what is up, guys? I apologize in the delay in getting this video to you, but we are moving into week number 4. We're right there, the home stretch. I see there's still quite a lot of engagement in the group, somewhat, but there are some guys that are a little bit quiet. So I just wanted to check in, see how you guys are doing, and obviously, hopefully, we're sticking to things as much as we possibly can for the last 2 weeks. It's always a tough one because we kind of like so close to the end, but we also, 2 weeks can feel quite long. This week is all about cravings. This is a topic that I quite enjoy because I'll be the first to admit I have an incredible sweet tooth. I really struggle with you know abstaining or taking away, depriving myself from all sweet things. So this is a really cool topic, and I've had to over the years kind of make plans in terms of finding out what I can eat that could be potentially more beneficial than grabbing a chocolate or a packet of sweets or something like that. I know a lot of you guys have expressed as well that you also have a sweet tooth. So this week is all about diving into that topic and fighting those cravings, fighting the sweet tooth, while still making sure we can maintain a calorie deficit and potentially prevent ourselves from binge eating or going on a binge. Because I find in my experience that's exactly what happens. Every scenario where I deprive myself completely and I say no sweets, no sugar, nothing sweet, nothing sugary, it lasts for a short period of time. And then what tends to happen at the end of that short period of time is I just go on a binge and I just overindulge more so than rather having kind of introduced stuff or done stuff in moderation consistently. So in essence, allowing yourself to have something sweet, allowing yourself to have something that's would be considered as bad food versus completely depriving yourself and then going in the opposite direction. Obviously, now during the challenge, we're not technically allowed to eat sugar. We have spoken about the less than 5 grams rule, but even after the challenge, if you love bar one and it's your absolute favorite chocolate in the world, just as an example, and you decide, no, I'm not doing it anymore, I'm not having bar ones, and you don't have bar ones for a month or two, but then you buy 10 bar ones at the end of month 2 because you just can't do it anymore. So the analogy would rather be allow yourself one tiny bar one every night or something like that and keep it within your daily calorie allowance versus deprivation. But for the sake of the challenge, we are going to be diving into this week some healthy alternatives. So if you are depriving yourself, maybe you find some healthy alternatives and that's good enough for you. You don't need anything else. We've got a few examples that we're going to be sharing with you this week, such as the sugar-free instant pudding, Triggs chips. You get these little rice cakes from Mrs. Ball's chutney as well, grenade bars. The salted caramel grenade bar for me tastes something so similar to a bar one. It's amazing. So we're going to kind of share that with you, and then also putting a little bit of focus into label reading. So if you're kind of counting your calories, a lot of the times we look at alternatives and we're like, no, that's much healthier than that. But if you actually learn how to read a label and you read the label, you realize that the calorie content of the food that's potentially healthier or a better alternative, the calories are so much higher than actually having just the actual product itself. So we want to kind of make sure that we're creating awareness in reading labels and knowing exactly what we're putting into our bodies. If, for example, if you look at the kilojoules or the energy content on the back of the label, you want to take that number, the kilojoules, you want to divide it by 4.184, and that equals the calories. So if you want a daily calorie allowance of, let's say, 2,000 calories per day, that puts you into a deficit, and you kind of take those labels and you might look and be like, oh, it's low carb, it's got almost no carbohydrates in it, but maybe it's really high in fat, which pushes up the calorie content. You end up eating something which is, let's say, 300-400 calories as a snack, which should be technically considered a meal. So those are just things that we're going to kind of chat about this week, create some awareness around, and then also give us your feedback. Let us know how week 4 is going, who is staying strong and who's suffering a little bit, and let's make sure that we can hold on to the end. But I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you at the box, and we'll obviously chat throughout the week on the group. Cheers, guys.